today being the 4th of July, fireworks can cause damage to ears, and it's important to know how to protect your hearing.
Joining us with tips on how to prevent hearing loss is audiologist from the Hearing and Speech Center, Jinger Pruden. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So real quick, touch on a little bit about what the Hearing and Speech Center does.
Oh, okay. We're a nonprofit, and our slogan is Twinkle to Wrinkle, because we see babies all the way up to however old. And we are spoken language focused, and we have a school in the bottom of our building and a clinic in the upstairs. So we see speech clients and anyone with hearing disorders.
So here it is, it's 4th of July, it's going to get loud out there. What kind of advice do you have for people that are going to be celebrating with fireworks?
Well, I have a lot to say about that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So fireworks they're beautiful, and everyone loves to celebrate Independence Day, but fireworks can damage our hearing, and the limit for adults is 140 dB and 120 for children. So fireworks can go from 150 to 175 dB, which is extremely dangerous, and a single blast from a firework, if you're not at a safe distance, can cause hearing loss right away. It's not something that you can get back. It's irreversible.
Wow. And what are some ways to protect your hearing during all the fireworks that we'll be hearing, not only today, but tomorrow and the coming weeks?
Right. It goes on for a while, doesn't it? Well, I brought two examples. These are just the little foam hearing protection. I wear these at concerts, so it saves me from having that decreased hearing after the ringing in my ears, but I hear the music just fine. These are great for mowing the lawn, but you know what we're talking about today, it's going to be great for fireworks. These are what I use to mow the lawn in. These are the most comfortable, and they offer the most protection. So if you are at a large display like the one they do downtown, you have control over how far away you are from the blast. So if you can be far enough away, you're fine. But if you are purchasing fireworks and you're going to set them off in your street cul-de-sac with your neighbors, you're much closer and you don't have that control. So I really encourage people to make ear protection part of their 4th of July celebration. It's irreversible. So, I mean, it can cause ringing in the ears, which can be permanent or temporary. It can cause temporary hearing loss, which typically goes away within 24 hours, but several exposures that cause temporary hearing loss down the road will cause permanent damage. So, or like I mentioned before, a single blast of 140 or greater can cause hearing loss right away, and it doesn't return. So preventing hearing loss and the frustration that comes along with hearing loss is protect your ears now, and it will save you so much frustration and communication difficulties in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I needed those when I went to that New Kids on the Block concert. My ears were ringing, but I'll definitely wear. You see a lot of kids wear those things, but as adults, we need them as well.
Absolutely, and I was against it at first, but then when I had so many incidences where I was walking out where I couldn't hear the person next to me because my thresholds had just gone so far and my ears were ringing, even the next morning, I started wearing these, and you don't miss out. You don't really miss out. You still hear everything. So another rule of thumb is if you are in an environment where you have to yell for the person to hear you that you're with, then your environment's too loud.
Right.
Well, makes sense.
Well, thank you so much for those tips, and we have the Hearing and Speech Center's information on screen, and happy 4th of July.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes.